I've always wanted to try heavyweight tees, but thing is, they are heavy on the wallet. But there's Bronson, a Hong Kong-based brand offering heritage-inspired clothing since 2012. I got their Tubular Gusset t-shirt, Tubular t-shirt, and Loopwheel Tubular Athletic t-shirt. Been wearing them for the past month, so let's see which tee is worth your money. At 10.5 ounces, the Tubular Gusset t-shirt is already heavier than most heavyweight tees, typically starting from around 6 to 7 ounces and definitely the sportiest looking of the three. The heft is there, but surprisingly has an airy quality to it, probably due to the slubby yarns which result in a looser knit. The slubby yarns create a streaky texture, and interestingly, the front feels relatively smooth, unlike the back where the slubs can be felt more prominently. If it matters to you, this t-shirt is made from US cotton, and when we are talking US cotton, it's usually either Pima/Supima cotton or American upland cotton. If it's the Pima variety, brands will almost always mention it. Bronson didn't, so we can infer it's American upland cotton, and true enough, Bronson confirmed it to be so. Although considered to be less luxurious than Pima cotton due to its shorter staple length, it doesn't necessarily mean it's inferior. It's more of the effect you want. That is, a rougher feel, a heavier texture, and a more casual garment, which on this t-shirt is exactly that. Construction-wise, it's a tubular knit, so there are no side seams. Apparently, it's supposed to be more comfortable than a t-shirt with side seams, but I think this benefit is overhyped. I honestly can't feel the difference between a t-shirt with side seams and one without, and any discomfort on the former is rarely due to the side seams, but more due to the tag on the side brushing against my skin, which is hardly an issue in the first place. That aside, the details around the collar are perhaps the most unique part about this t-shirt. It's got an extremely beefy collar, an asymmetrical V-gusset, and a wider than usual tape running along the shoulders and back of the neck, so I expect the collar to maintain its shape for a long time. Okay, not really a big deal at this price point, but there's a stitch here that's a little wonky, and the washing tag is left unfinished, and because of this, some threads are already unraveling after a few washes. Ditto for the other tees, and more on the shrinkage and fit later. Bronson accidentally gave me a size L, so I emailed them and they quickly sent me the correct size, so all's good. Like the Tubular Gusset tee, it's made from American upland cotton, though slightly lighter but still heavy at 9 ounces, minus the gusset and slubbiness. Interestingly, despite it being heavy for a fact, it doesn't feel all that thick or heavy, though it is stiff. Also, despite it being ring spun, it actually feels pretty rough, kinda like the Uniqlo U crewneck t-shirt. This also doesn't have side seams, has a tape running along the shoulders and back of the neck, and an even worse unraveling on the tag, which I've since cut off. Overall, I'd say this is the most rugged tee of the three, so if you're going for the workwear aesthetic, definitely go for this. So the thing about this Loopwheel t-shirt is that it's not technically a Loopwheel t-shirt. Loopwheel refers to the slow knitting process specifically on the Loopwheel machine to form a tubular knit, not to be confused with the more common and faster tubular knitting on a single circular machine, as is the case with the previous two tees. According to Bronson, the fabric on this t-shirt is knitted using a more efficient machine based on the Loopwheel machine. So not exactly a Loopwheel machine, but supposedly much faster and produces a similarly hand-woven feel. So is this really the case? Well, it has that bouncy element you'd associate with Loopwheel tees, and it feels incredibly soft. Though how much of the softness is due to the Loopwheel machine, its 10.5 ounce weight, the ring spun yarns, the type of cotton, or the vintage wash, is hard to say. Again, like the other two tees, it has no side seams and an unfinished tag. Not too crazy about the paper tag that I guess will break down over time, and I would have preferred the tape like on the other two tees. What I do like though is the beefy collar, and the unique way the hem and sleeves are finished, which in my opinion makes the t-shirt look more handmade. I went with a size S for all three tees, and they fit true to an Asian S. Didn't shrink more than 1.5 cm lengthwise and fit boxy due to the tubular construction. The thick collar on the Tubular Gusset tee makes me look scrawnier than I already am, and the 9 ounce tubular tee is a tad fuller on the chest, has a lower armhole, and is longer. Also, on my skinny 26 cm biceps, all these tees make me look like I have a set of wings. Not that it bothers me, since I'm not aiming for that fitted look, though chances are you're much more muscular than me, so all these will probably look way better on you. So these tees cost between 25 to 33 USD each, which is fair for what you're getting. A heavyweight, entry-level, everyday tubular tee, Well, I guess not every day if you're living in the tropics. Honestly, after wearing them for a month, I still don't get why people are crazy over tubular tees. But if you do, more power to you. It's more about the fabric, design and details for me. So in that respect, the Tubular Gusset t-shirt is great if you're looking for something sporty and slubby. The 9-ounce Tubular t-shirt though isn't such a great buy considering that the Uniqlo U crew neck has a pretty similar hand feel and is cheaper. And finally, my favorite of the three, the Loopwheel Tubular Athletic t-shirt. Its Loopwheel-like softness is a joy to wear. The collar is beefy, but not too thick that it overwhelms my face, and the hem has a unique finish. Only thing is that they are always sold out fast, so you might want to get notified when there's a restock. Until then, check out more t-shirt reviews, and as always, stay subtle.